All right, what's up, people? My only difficulty here is, am I going to make a long video or a very short video? How about I make this short video and then I expand it into a long video? That way you can. But wait, that would do spoilers. Well, hey, if you're going to watch it all the way through, you're going to get the spoilers anyway, so why not put them in front for everybody to understand? This is a project. It's called, by the way, the Backrooms. You can see that I posted the playlist front page on my post. This is one guy. His name is Kane Pixels. That's obviously it's Kane Parsons, I believe. And he's a filmmaker, and he's very good at using certain types of software. And so what he's done is he's created a world. It's kind of like a video game. And what he does with it is he creates existential horror. So it's a video game, but you're not playing, you're watching it. It's found footage, video game, but it doesn't look like a video game. It looks like a real fucking thing. Because we're getting to that uncanny valley. You know what I mean? And so he creates this dimension that you can fall into, kind of like a video game, like we called it Blue Hell. I think we called it Blue Hell in GTA, where you could go down there and fucking like you're walking under the map and shit. So that's the concept. And it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. So that's the short of it. So, yeah, it's not real. It's a very good movie. It's a video game experience, but it looks like a movie, and it has existential dread. There. That's just the first episode, though. I think this guy made 20-some episodes. But the interesting thing is that what he did spawned a bunch of more people to do the same thing, but to up the game. So it became this thing where, like, now there's over, I believe there's 999 levels to the back rooms. This is just the first level, or the first level revealed, right? They call it level 0 now, I think. But so you're wandering through this thing, and like, and then you have people that, this is what makes this beautiful, is that it is a theme, an idea that has now gotten to a place where it's just like it's taken off like a fucking rocket ship, and it's so beautiful. What Kane did was he opened up a door. Kind of literally, if you look at just look at the very first one, the found footage one. Just look at that one video. It's like a couple minutes. It's not even long. And just be like, holy shit. He captured existential dread. Because when you're in a space that is somewhat infinitely repeating, but not infinitely repeating, and it's devoid of people, and it is very monotonous and very irritating, you know, and you start wondering, and then you encounter something that's totally not human, but it's not anything that you recognize. You know what I mean? Just watch the first episode. You'll love it. Copyright reasons, I can't put it on the screen. As a matter of fact, I need to maybe not move too much around for fucking shit. You know what I mean? Because like YouTube might fucking. I tried to upload an image. Now I'm just doing a screen capture, but you can see that basically the idea is that you're in this big empty space of rooms that seem to have no purpose, and et cetera, and there's no people there. It's all monotone. Now, when you start getting to the other layers or levels, whatever, that were added by other people, these are also people that figured out what this guy Kane was doing, how he was doing it, what software he was using, and they started copying him and started adding levels. And then it got to an insane point where it was like, we were up to like 990 some levels. Did I say that already? Oh shit, maybe I'm in the fucking back rooms. I have no idea. Now, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about two things. Yeah, I'm going to keep this medium level at most, the full video. You already cut off at the part where I said cut off, right? No, you're hearing what I say, so that means okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that. If I'm still talking to an audience, then that audience has to be there. Otherwise, yeah, well, whatever. Two things I want to talk about. One of them is a book called The House of Leaves. It's by Mark K. Danielewski, I believe. And it explores this somewhat similar to this concept, but not really. The idea of spaces within spaces that don't really exist. So, in that book has challenged a lot of people. You can go, before you buy the book, which might cost you a little bit, because I don't know if they reprinted it. I own the first edition, by the way. I bought it because I wanted to read it. This was back when it came out in the 19s. Maybe it was the early 2000s. I don't know. But just look it up. The House of Leaves. And then the second thing that I would point out is in the movie The Matrix, not the first one, the second one, The Matrix Reloaded, there's this concept of an infinite hallway of doors. And if you have the right key, you can open the lock, as Seraph says, in The Matrix Reloaded. So in my opinion, I can see both of those elements in here, but I can also see this guy adding some existential dread into that, because, and this is what everybody else has been doing when they follow it up, is that they've been including these places where it's like there's pretty much nobody there, like no humans, but there might be other things. And people play different games on different levels, but those are all creators. Those are all people that are adding to an ever-expanding mythos. And of course it's a comic book, but my point being is it's a fun comic book, especially if you like existential horror and really pushing your boundaries. That's all I'm going to say, you know what I mean? We have to support people like this that can really challenge our boundaries. And then when he can create not just a viral campaign of his own, but create other viral campaigns that are building upon what he built. To me, that's beautiful. That's art. That's awesome. We should support people like this.